Èdèn Hazard. A lot of people are not very happy about his comments, his words, about what he said about English fans. Let's have it right here, English fans. Although, if you read the press, it's all about Chelsea because he played with Chelsea. But English fans aren't real fans. In other words, what he's basically saying is that yes, in England, there's a lot of people that love their football, kids, and people that go to games, etc. But they're not real fans, and what he means by that is they're not as fanatical and the demands are not the same. Well, let's be totally honest here, he's not fucking wrong. Real fans is a bit fucking strong, and it's probably coming out the wrong way because a real fan is spending half your fucking income going up and down the country, game in, game out, since 1981, supporting his side. So yeah, that is a bit of a fucking insult, I've got to be totally honest with you. But I think what the point he's trying to make is that in comparison to other countries, it's not as passionate, and it's the game in this country has been killed, absolutely killed by corporate. The way the whole fucking game's gone in this country is a corporate sport, and money rules over anything else. If you look at Germany, supporters are very much part of their football club where they have a massive interest. It's almost like a partnership, and they go to games where it's totally and utterly affordable, so that the person standing next to you, and that's the point, they stand, they get in for next to nothing. I think a season ticket at Bayern Munich is about £200 a year. You compare that to most clubs in the Premier League, especially in London, you're talking about £1,000. So by comparison, it's completely different. You go to most of our grounds up and down the country now, and the atmosphere is completely and utterly dead by comparison to the game on the continent, Germany, well, everywhere basically, especially countries like South America. There's just no fucking comparison, none whatsoever. And this game has been completely and utterly taken over and destroyed by money. And we are a massive contributor to that factor at Chelsea. Cannot get away from it. The atmospheres were better back in the day. The person standing next to you was more likely to be younger. You used to be able to get in and stand. So when you're all huddled together, you create a better atmosphere, where people now are just sitting down and it's almost like a theatre experience. Don't get me wrong. There are certain games where the atmosphere is tremendous, but by comparison to what it was in this country, and more to the point, what it is overseas, it's got an absolute massive point. And I guess also the other point he's trying to make is the expectation. Well, at Chelsea, there's a massive expectation. 25 trophies, 25 years. It's in our DNA to always be competing for trophies. But at Real Madrid, well, of course it's going to be different, because it's totally different. They expect to win the Champions League every year. That's the difference. So I don't think really what he's saying is not true, but I think the way it's being put over, that we're not real fans, it comes across as being pretty insulting. So I think we need to take it all with a bit of a pinch of salt. Having said that, was there any fucking need to say it? No, not really, because comments like this are always going to be picked up by the press, and you can spin it any way you want, really. But I think basically at the end of the day, the game in this country, it's been taken over by money, and all the ramifications with regards to that. The crowd at a game of football now is completely changed to what it was back in the day. It is more like, I wouldn't say like a tennis crowd, but more like a cricket crowd, if you like. And it's almost like you have to choreograph an atmosphere. Well, let's put it like this: most people, if asked the question, where's the best atmosphere in England in terms of and away supporters, most people say Crystal Palace, and yet they have this kind of ultra thing going off in their club. But if you ask most traditionalists, they don't like it. So it depends where you want to be and how you view things, but the only thing I will say is that I don't think what he's saying is not true. But having said that, there's no fucking need to say it. Anyway, I've had my say, and let me know what you think down below, guys, and I'll speak to you soon. And of course, Champions League day today. Nothing better than the Champions League, and I'll speak to you soon. Keep the blue flag flying high. So.